Base and flyer have hands connected, spotter in goddess. Lifting up to front plank. Level 1, hands stay connected, base bends, extends, finds the bone alignment, finds the muscles. Bone alignment means arms and legs straight and straight up. Transitioning to front bird, this is with hands free. The base can use the toes to keep the balance of the flyer. Spotters doing the minimum, only touching if they're about to fall. Staying close enough to the center of gravity of the flyer, but also not obstructing the base's vision. Level 3, taking 1 foot away, finding 3 points of support. Spotter has 1 hand under the belly, 1 hand under the thighs. Second side. Flyer can aid this whole process by just keeping everything unified and squeezing the muscles. Also possible to take 1 hand away. So finding all these variations where there'll be a certain amount of struggle and then a certain amount of ease as you find the bones. The struggle happens as you bend. The ease happens as you find your bone alignment. And coming down safely. Jump to handstand, stagging 1 knee, come into back bird. From the back bird, flyer holds base's ankles, lower down. Repositioning, coming closer to the base. Leaning back, bending 1 knee, back bird. Flyer's hands come over to the ground, close to the base's shoulders. Flyer extends the legs and walks over. Flyer sets up, hands by shoulders of the base. Tuck jump up, back plank. Base keeps the hands up to support the flyer if they need support. Spotter has a straight spine, wide legs. You can explore your range of motion, going side to side, going deep, then back up to straight. Letting the flyer come down. Flyer repositions, come back into back plank. Hands to the ground, walk over, dismount. Flyer sets up, hands by the shoulders of the base. Base holds at the elbows. Flyer pike jumps up to a back plank, then navasana. Base does some bending and extending, using the toes to help keep the flyer balanced. Spotters in a goddess. Flyer will come down, reposition, lean back, come through back plank, navasana. With hands in prayer, slowly come back, hands to the ground, walk over, dismount. Flyer sets up about 2 feet from the base. They'll jump to a handstand, spotters at the side. Base hooks the feet, flyer sits up, throne. Base readjusting feet. Bending down, extending, finding the bones, finding vertical, finding the opposition between ease in the bones and struggle in the muscles. Flyer comes down, spotter assists. Base and flyer, hand-to-hand grip. Both spotters in position. Primary spotter holds the hips, secondary supports the leg, scissor lift up. Once the flyer is set, primary spotter's nearby, secondary spotter out of the way. To come down, supporting the hips, stepping to the side. Base and flyer take hands, spotters holding the hips in a warrior 1 position. Flyer jumps, base receives, and then extends. Spotter is near but doing the minimum. Flyer can take straddle presses, different levels. Base can also bend the knees. This is the base doing the pressing. Then there's the combination of both the base and the flyer, pressing down and pressing up together. This takes timing, listening, and finding the alignment of the bones coming to vertical. Spotter hands on, base initiates, flyer jumps to reverse star. Spotter keeps the hands near the hips, but keeps out of the base's line of sight. Hands back on to come down.